Good morning, everyone. I'm Johan, and I'm back with another video. How's your heart today? Is your heart kind? How's your mind? Is your mind calm and clear? In this video, we're going to discuss the life force. That is the force of energy and strength in all living things. I want to expand a little bit on some terms I use and discussions I have on this channel with you when I talk about being addicted to technology, turning on the TV and watching the TV for hours, playing video games for hours, watching pornography for hours, overeating. When I say overeating, I'm talking about people who don't have a legitimate or a medical diagnosis, a condition related to this. How I mention it a lot is, and I mention this and explain it the way I'm going to say to you based on my studies in neuroscience. Our minds and bodies are not designed to process this. Video games all day, pornography all day, television all day, binge eating all day, gambling all day, drinking all day, doing drugs all day. Now, when I say drinking and drugs all day, it's obvious to you what the dangers are, what the consequences are. However, it's not easy to see the consequences of those other things I mentioned. Now, there are studies now from neuroscientists based on their knowledge of how the brain works, the mind works, the body works, that all this continuous daily attachment to technology affects how we live. Now, I'm going to say this based on my observations. Well, for some people, for a lack of better words, they're built for it. Now, whether you agree with what's going on in the politics today, I just want to use this as an example about what I just said. Some people are built for it. So, right now there is, they're studying the payment system that the government uses through Treasury. But there's 5 or 6 youngsters, like in their 20s, who are involved in examining this process. And they're wizards when it comes to technology. One of them, I think he was in his 20s, deciphered some type of Dead Sea Scrolls or Anunnaki scrolls. Deciphered them. So I could sit here and honestly say that The effects of technology, well, for most of us, there are not good consequences. But there are generations now coming up. It's like a third arm, a third eye. It's like the way their system is designed, they could take advantage of technology, but we're not all built like this, okay? So let's talk about the life force. The life force, if you Google, and I want you to do this. Actually, we're learning this together. I know how to put it in simple terms. I could say our minds and bodies weren't designed to process this. Well, why? Well, now we're talking about the life force in living things. The energy, the strength, the vitality that we have, that we use to live and grow and to learn. In the Hindu tradition, it's called prana. In Chinese medicine, it's called qi. Now, if you're well versed in this, I don't need you here to start taking us into another direction. Let me repeat this. For those who aren't familiar in full context of what this is about, we're going to learn it together. I'm going to go a little bit deeper. What I mean when I say the mind isn't, the body isn't designed to process it, because it affects our life force. Most of us, our energy, our strength, our vitality. So you Google it, please, if you're not familiar with it. What is the meaning of life force in spirituality? You remember how I started this journey into spirituality? There were terms in the AA Big Book, like what I mentioned before, where it says at a certain point, when we take that course, the 12 steps, and we're doing those steps, in the Big Book it says we've been rocketed into a fourth dimension we never knew existed. And I asked somebody, what does the fourth dimension mean? Well, it means what it says. It means what it says this person said. So that's how it started for me. And I went and found every article I could read on the fourth dimension. Well, now we're at the life force. That energy, that strength, that vitality inside us. I'm sure there's going to be comments. Well, it means this. Well, no, Johan, it means this. If you Google, what is the meaning of life force in spirituality, you are going to get a variety of descriptions based on that person's experience, based on are they familiar with prana, which is the life force in the Hindu tradition? Are they familiar with qi, which is the life force in Chinese medicine? So, you read this stuff. It's okay if you don't understand it. It's okay if you understand a little, but not all. I want you to read it anyway. Because I found on my walk Maybe today what I read, I understood a little, but I didn't understand it all. 6 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, I will come across an article in a book. I will come across a few sentences in a video. It could be something on a billboard, and I have that aha moment, that epiphany moment, and say, oh, that's what that meant. Guard your life force. Guard it. Guard that energy, strength, and vitality. I've often said to people, if you've been following this channel, I'm a 66-year-old man, disabled veteran, and I've been diagnosed with disabling conditions. I don't want to claim them. They're there. They're there because I've had interviews, x-rays, CAT scans, bone scans, and MRIs. Okay? They're disabling conditions. And I've been saying this for years to people. I know, especially at my age now, I'll be 67 this year. I know I only have so much energy in a day. Some days more energy than others. What I've been doing, and I need to hire someone to do light housework for me. What I've been doing, I don't know, the last 10 years is having someone come in and do light housework. I totally understand with these conditions affect my life force, my energy, my strength, my vitality. I have a choice to either do all this housework myself, I live alone in a house, or hire someone. Well, why would I do that? I only have so much energy, some days more than others. Typically what I found is when I do housework, I'm not able to go outside and enjoy nature because it zaps my energy. Just doing housework. I've made videos on this. So when I hire someone to come in and just do light housework for me, that energy I would have used, I could use it somewhere else. At my age, with all my conditions, Lyme disease, spinal stenosis, arthritis in my feet, they hurt all the time, it hurts to walk, other things I mentioned. I'll put a link in that description below. The video I made, 66-year-old, spinal stenosis, arthritis, and Lyme disease. I'm not going to quit. That video. But I know I could explain to you in layman's terms about this strength, this energy, this vitality that I have that's just affected by me doing housework. It zaps it, okay? It zaps it. If you're stuck with me this far, I'm glad you did, because I tell stories. You may think this is insignificant, but if you read between the lines, you'll find the meaning. These videos I make are kind of like parables. These videos I make, I don't do it intentionally, it's just how it comes out. They're riddles. R-I-D-D-L-E-S, okay? So I found I have a choice. Do housework? That takes my energy. I'm not going down to Sacred Grove. I'm not walking. That type of thing. So does interacting with technology. It sucks your strength, your energy, your vitality out of you. You activate the brain in such a way, it has consequences. Because the brain is not designed for this. Do you understand? Now, I said yesterday in a video, if you watch TV all day, tomorrow, don't watch it. Make your goal, don't watch it for the first hour. You'll be amazed at all the other things you could do. Did you try it? As a layman, for you experts that are going to be commenting, okay? You know, I have a new term. I coined a term last week. Paper tagger spirituality. You know, these people look powerful on the outside, but in the inside, they're weak and ineffectual. Well, I'm going to coin a new phrase today. You heard it here. Spiritual politicians. They're the ones that watch a video like this, go down and make a 10-word comment like, well, you could have just said this. Well, yeah, I could have just said that. But the people this message is for, the people I'm trying to connect with, the people I am connecting with, from my experiences, an explanation in depth, coupled with someone's experience, helps it make more sense. Well, I'm not a spiritual politician. And I don't participate in paper tagger spirituality. I explain what I do every day. When you turn on your TV, when you go on your phone first thing in the morning, okay? Check Facebook, TikTok, what did somebody respond to the comment I made yesterday? Oh, Jesus Christ, look at what this person said, right? Now you get all engaged in this. But when you do this, when you turn on the television, or you engage in that Facebook, that interaction, you understand the concentration involved. Think about this. You turn on your TV, you start watching whatever you watch. Do you understand the concentration involved? When you start playing video games, do you understand the concentration involved? You start watching porn, and I'm not even going to make an explanation about that, okay? There's this concentration involved that, let me just say, you wouldn't be doing it if you didn't turn on the TV. You wouldn't be doing it if you didn't go on your phone to see what's on Facebook, or start going through videos on YouTube. You're using this concentration for those things. When you use this concentration for those things, you are using up your energy, your strength, your vitality. Does that make sense? So guard your life force. Guard that energy, that strength, and that vitality. Use your energy wisely. Not just your physical energy, your mental energy, your life force. It's all connected. Mental life force, emotional life force, physical life force, okay? Google it. What is the meaning of life force in spirituality? Remember how I described transcendence? When we transcend, we exist and experience above the normal level. We exist and experience above the physical level. That means you guard your life force and you use your energy, strength, and vitality, for lack of better words, with positive things. You've heard me say, it's actually principle number 2 that I follow, to not be engaged with destructive or useless activities. Remember the 3 principles I follow? I'll leave a video of that, link to that below. To not be engaged in destructive or useless activities. This is why. You're draining your life force. You're draining the strength, energy, and vitality in your body. And if you're at my age, with these conditions, you're like allotted so much a day, if you're aware of it. Make it an amazing day. Make it an amazing day. It's your choice. It's your decision what kind of day you're going to have. Are you going to guard your life force? Are you going to learn more about it? And not just that, make it an amazing life. It's your choice. It's your decision what kind of life you're going to have. So why not make it a good one? I'll catch you in the next video, hopefully. Johan out. Peace.